People think falls are just part of aging, that they're random, unpredictable, or that if someone falls, it's because they didn't follow the safety checklist. Grab bars, good shoes, no rugs, stay active, be careful. I've seen this advice handed out like a recipe, and after watching it fail over and over, I can tell you that's not the full story. The truth is, most falls don't happen because someone forgot to check a box. Hi, I'm Nesroni. If you're over 60 or care for someone who is, you're in the right place. Here at Senior Health Tips, RX, I share safe, practical advice for healthy aging. That means tips for balance, fall prevention, medication safety, and more. Everything I teach my patients, now made just for you. Your question? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. If you're someone who keeps falling like it's your full-time job, or you're a caregiver wondering why your loved one is still hitting the floor despite all your best efforts, this video is for you. Let's get one thing straight. Falls aren't your fault. They're not about being careful enough. And no, bubble wrapping the furniture isn't a long-term strategy. Stick around. We're going to talk about what's really going on and what actually helps. It's not just about muscle. It's not just about the environment. And it's definitely not about being more cautious. People fall for deeper reasons that are harder to spot but easier to fix if you know what to look for. And that's where my work comes in. I've spent years watching what works and, more importantly, what doesn't. I've worked with people who followed every single rule, balance training, PT exercises, home safety audits, all of it. And they still fell. Why? Because no one addressed the patterns underneath the problem. They were treating symptoms. I started looking at the system. Here's what I focus on instead. Number 1, pattern disruption, not just hazard reduction. Most falls don't happen because of loose rugs or missing grab bars. They happen during transitions, getting out of a chair too fast, reaching for something overhead, turning around suddenly, doing one more thing while already fatigued. It's movement under pressure that exposes the gap. That's why I focus on retraining how people move through those moments, not just changing their environment. Number 2, nervous system predictability, not just physical strength. Here's what most people miss. A strong body is useless if the brain doesn't feel safe. When someone feels uncertain on their feet, the nervous system goes into protection mode. That means stiff movements, poor reaction time, and second-guessing every step. You can train muscles all day, but if the person is bracing for danger, they'll move like a threat is around every corner. Real fall prevention means rebuilding trust between brain and body. That's what makes movement feel natural again. Number 3, identity and independence, not just injury avoidance. Here's the most overlooked part. Fall prevention is emotional. One fall or even the fear of falling changes everything. People stop exploring, stop asking for help. They shrink their world to what feels safe. And slowly, they start disappearing from their own life. My goal isn't just to prevent injuries, it's to stop that slow erosion of identity. Because when someone no longer trusts themselves, that's when the real danger starts. The issue here is that most fall prevention advice treats people like liabilities, like if they just be more careful, they'd be fine. But caution doesn't create confidence, and checklists don't build trust in the body. I don't teach seniors to be careful. I teach them to respond instead of react, to build small, repeatable moments of stability until their brain says, we've got this. That's the difference, and that's what works. So if the usual advice hasn't helped, if someone's still falling, still hesitating, still shrinking their world, it's not because they're failing. It's because the system failed them. Fall prevention isn't about avoiding bad outcomes. It's about creating the conditions for freedom, presence, and movement without fear. That's the work I do. And for the people I support, it changes everything. Before you scroll away, ask yourself this. If someone in your life fell tomorrow, would you feel like you did everything you could to prevent it? Most people don't. And the worst part, they don't realize that until after the hospital visit, after the rehab center, after the independence is gone. So if this made you uncomfortable, good. The discomfort, that's awareness knocking. Don't ignore it. Hit subscribe so you don't have to say, we thought they were fine. And if you're still not subscribing, head to the comments. Tell me why. I won't judge, but I will read it and probably reply. Until next time, take care of yourself.
Take a breath, take your time. You're not alone and that's just fine. Nurse Ronnie's here to guide the way on Senior Health Tips for X every day.